When I was a kid, enchiladas was one of my number one things that if my mom would ask me what I'm hungry for, that would be on the top of the list for sure. So I'm going to try to make like an enchilada skillet here, but I'm going to use chicken for this one instead of ground beef. We always had ground beef ones as a kid. So my mom would always fry the corn tortillas in oil just to soften them up a little bit. So that's kind of what I'm going to do here. I'm going to cut these into strips. Try to make them small enough so that you don't need to cut them up after it's done. You want them to be just the right size so that you can nicely scoop it up and put it in your mouth. So now my oil is hot, so I'm gonna fry these in there for, really it's like 2 minutes. It's not very long at all, but it's just enough to sadly get them oily. I know it just adds to it, okay? But that's what I'm used to. You don't have to do that. So did that, put those to the side. Now you're gonna make some enchilada sauce. Do whichever one you prefer. I like the McCormick one. That's the one that we always had when I was a kid. I know a lot of people also like that La Preferida. I don't know how to say it. You can get them at Sunny Day or Elroy and Winkler, so totally up to you. Or you can make something from scratch. Do what you want to do. So this one you use 1 can of tomato soup and 1.5 cups of water. You can see I just dripped all over the oven, so I'm going to quickly clean that up and then we'll keep going. It thickens up really quickly, so make sure you're getting all those chunks out as you go. Try not to make a big mess. I'm trying to go really slow here. I don't like making a mess in my oven. So here you can see I have added everything. It's nice and thick. There's no chunks, but I feel like I've got way too much sauce here for the amount of stuff that I want to put in. So I'm going to take a little bit out. I already cooked my chicken. This is just, I cooked it in like water, butter, onion, garlic, salt, pepper, and then I shred it up. It's quite wonderful. The butter does so much. So now I'm going to add my cooked chicken and put that in there. And then I'm going to add my tortilla strips as well. Once you've put all that in there, just let it sit there and kind of simmer for a little bit just to let everything combine. It doesn't take long. Like, this is just one of the easiest meals that you can actually make. If you want to add some taco seasoning, go for it, totally to your preference. So now this is not a frying pan that I can put in my oven. So I'm going to put this into a little casserole dish and then top with some shredded cheese. Do as much as you want, as little as you want, whatever kind you want. I like to do just a triple cheddar. My oven has been preheated to 350, so I am going to bake this now for, I'd say about 10 minutes or so. It's not very long. So just until your cheese is nice and soft and bubbly. Once it's done, it's going to look, really, it looks just like a giant enchilada. This doesn't really look any different. It was just easier to make. So now you could serve this with guacamole on top, salsa, sour cream, rice on the side, beans and tortilla chips or something. I just kept it really simple because I was hoping that my kids would try it. So we're just going to eat it basic like this. And I gotta say, it was pretty good.